Hello children, good morning all of you. Today for class 12, ISC, CBSE and West Bengal Board also. Indefinite integration on substitution, part 5D. That means you have already got more lesson. You must go through that lesson. Now please pay your attention on the board. Sums given from M.L. Agarwal's book exercise 8.4, sum number 9, part 1. Evaluate the following integrals. By first we have to write the sum. By looking the sum, we have to understand which part we have to consider for differentiation. Here, if I 1 plus tan x square if I consider, then by differentiation we will not get the remaining part of the expression. If I take this, then also we are not getting this. This is why we have to simplify first, then we have to let. Then 1 plus tan square x, that we may write sec square x, because 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. Then if I take tan x, then differentiation of tan x, that is sec square x, so remaining portion we are getting, so let tan x equal to t by differentiation tan, that is sec square x dx equal to dt. Now we have to substitute the value, that is in place of tan x, that is we will write t, and here is root over t, and sec square x dx, that is sec square dx, in place of sec square dx we will write dt. Now we are getting the frame of formula. First we have to simplify. Root t we may write t to the power half. That is the formula x to the power n. By applying the formula we are getting this plus c, and by simplifying we are getting this. Then we have to simplify more. It is 3 by 2. By multiplication it will be 2 by 3. Then value of t, that is tan x, we have to put whole to the power 3 by 2 plus c. That means formula you have to remember, and step if you follow attentively, then easily you will understand. Next sum, this. After writing the sum, this is the sum, we have to think which part we have to consider. If I consider cos x, by differentiation of cos x, that is we are not getting tan x. By differentiation of tan x, we will not get the cos x. This is why we have to simplify first, that is tan x we may write sin x by cos x, and root over cos x it will remain as it is. Then sin x by cos x into this. Now if we consider cos x, then differentiation of cos x, that is minus sin x. So now we may let cos x equal to t, and differentiating of cos x, that is minus sin x dx equal to dt, sin x dx equal to minus dt. Now we have to substitute, that is sin x dx. Sin x dx, that is this sin x dx, in place of sin x dx we have to write dt minus dt. This minus we are taking outside of the integration, and then cos x equal to t, and cos root over cos x, that is root over t. Then root t, that is t to the power half, and by simplifying we are getting t to the power 1 plus half, and here by adding we are getting t to the power 3 by 2, and this power we are taking from denominator to numerator, then the power will be minus, so it will be t to the power minus 3 by 2. Now we are getting the frame of formula. By applying the formula and simplifying we are getting this. Then this is the minus and this is the minus, minus it will be plus, and t to the power minus half it will come in denominator, and t to the power half, that means root t, and value of t, that is cos x, so it will be 2 by root over cos x plus c. I think it is clear. First, in substitution method you have to make clear concept which part we have to consider for getting the remaining portion by remaining part. Directly we may get, if we see directly it is not coming, then we have to simplify. By simplifying we have to consider, and considering part we have to substitute. In this way we have to proceed. Next sum, that is 12 part 2. First we have to write the sum. This is the sum. Then here also we have to think which part. If we take tan x, then differentiation of tan x, that is sec square x. So without simplifying, directly we are getting the remaining part. This is why let tan x equal to t. By differentiation it is coming sec square x dx equal to dt. Now putting the value, that is in place of tan x we will put t, that is 3t square plus 2, and sec square dx, that is dt, and tan cube t, in place of tan that is t cube, and in place of tan that is t, and here is pi whole square. This sum is the special type. Here we have considered one time. Second time also we have to consider to get the integration. Let t cube plus 2t plus 5. Again we are taking t cube plus 2t plus 5 equal to z. First we have taken t. This is why we have to take different variable, that is z. Then by differentiation of t cube, that is 3t square, and differentiation of 2t, that is 2 dt dz. Therefore in place of 3t square plus 2, that is 3t square plus 2 dt equal to dz. That means in place of this we may write dz, and t cube plus 2t plus 5, this is equal to z. Here is square, so z square, and this square we are taking numerator, denominator to numerator, so this power will be minus. Now we are getting the frame of formula, then applying the formula we are getting this, then by simplifying finally we are getting this. Then we have to put the value of t, that is t cube plus 2t plus 5. Again we have to put the value of t, that is tan x, so tan cube x plus 2 tan x plus 5 plus 6. This is the answer. I think very simple if you follow the step attentively. Ishan, Jishnu and Shubho, if you feel any difficulties, then you must communicate and you must tell your doubt in comment box. Okay, thank you everybody.